The organizers of today, we have Nalin Bhai here. I am very happy. Then we have Mathur Bhanushali also. And the Ghatkopar Jolly Gymkhana, Rajnikant Bhai Shah and Jitu Bhai. Especially their team, including the young girl who was assisting here. I think she is not here now. Let us give a standing ovation to the organizers first. That includes Vinod Bhai also, because he is the main key behind it. Thank you, Vinod Bhai. When I was listening to Shailesh Bhai, and then I suddenly remembered that his name is Gandhi. One man made the difference to entire India, and therefore he is called Mahatma. I think somebody asked me, Shailesh Bhai, that there are a lot of limitations of right of information. You don't get information, you have to follow up. And then I remembered what was then said by Justice Chandrasekhar Dharmadhikari. He said very clearly that right of information is not a weapon, which Shailesh Bhai rightly said. It's a tool. And this tool can be effectively utilized. And he reminded of a story, small incidents in Badshah Bilwal, because he said you are all Badshahs and Begums. So therefore I got reminded the story which is apt for Gandhi's right of information. He said, the Akbar Badshah said, Birbal, Delhi mein sab chor baithe. So he said, nahi ja pana, hamare jaise bhi koi log hai, jo imandar hai. Birbal said, let us try. फरमान निकल गया कि 3 दिन दूध की अंडी रखो, इसमें सब नागरिक आके दूध डालेगा, बादशाह का फरमान है यह दूध सल्तनत के लिए, गरीबों के लिए बांटा जाएगा. पहले दिन लोगों ने सोचा दूसरा दूध डालेगा, हमें तो डालना ही है, जाना तो है, फरमान है, तो जाके पानी डाल दी. पहले दिन जब हांडी खुली तो पानी था, तो बोला देखा बिरबल, दिल्ली में सब चोर है, किसी ने भी दूध नहीं डाला. दूसरे दिन जब हांडी खुली तो भी पानी था. देखा बिरबल, मैं तो जीत गया, नहीं सर बादशाह जाना पड़ा और 1 दिन है, 3 दिन का फरमान है. तीसरे दिन जब हांडी खुली तो पानी में दूध था. तब बिरबल ने कहा कि जहां पना ऐसा है कि ईमानदार लोग पानी का दूध तो नहीं बना सकते, पर कम से कम पानी का रंग तो सफेद कर सकते. द राइट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, पानी का दूध शायद बनाए या न बनाए, बट पानी का रंग तो जरूर सफेद कर सकता है. आई थिंक वी शुड गिव अ थंडर्स अपलॉज टू शैलेश भाई, हिज कंट्रीब्यूशन टू हिज डेडिकेशन and from bringing the right of information as a tool. Now I am coming to the Consumer Protection Act, which is my topic today. And I must thank Vinod Bhai for calling me here, because this is what I have lived in for last 20 years under the Consumer Protection Act. When Vinod Bhai introduced me, let me tell you, that was the second best introduction in my life. You'll ask me, when was the best introduction in your life? The best introduction in my life was when there was nobody to introduce and I had to introduce myself. I also remember when I was young and in college, and I was a chairman of Lala Lajpat Rai Students' Council in the BCom college. We had called Lata Mangeshkar as the chief guest. And I was an enthusiast and I was given the task of introducing Lata Mangeshkar. And I introduced her because her biodata was so vast for nearly 20 minutes. Lata Mangeshkar came to speak and said, पूरी रागदारी तो इन्होंने गाई है, मुझे सिर्फ 5 मिनट बचे हैं, भैरवी गा के चली जाती हूँ. So the point is, introductions are not important, the contributions are very important. And I am coming, I always feel whenever I look at the development of Consumer Protection Act, the development of Consumer Protection Act is something like, initially started from a very small thing. And today it is at such a large scale, because I remember when I started practicing under Consumer Protection Act, people said, I can give the name, Vinod, Prabhavalkar was one of the senior lawyer. He is today also there. That time he was in City Civil, High Court, and then used to come to Consumer Court. He said, Uday, you are so qualified. You are a company secretary, you are a MBA, you were a vice president of American Express Bank, you were with TCS. Now what are you doing here? Because that time in Consumer Protection Act, it was only TV, fridge and household things. And I still remember when the Consumer Protection Act, Shailesh Bhai started, the court was in Dadar for the Mumbai suburban districts, and central and western were together at that time. Today they are divided. But at that time, the judge was Justice Nandapurkar, and it was, Vinod knows, perhaps he was coming there. At Gokhale Road, it was in a chal of Mahada. Opposite the court, there was a Gujarati lady, and we used to get all the farsan no khamanga swat. All the clothes were put there for drying, and in that circumstances, it really started. So when he asked me this question, I told him, sir, I am the new junior who have started in this field. I really wonder, why do you come here? He said, तू फार आगाऊ आहेस, तुझ्याशी बोलायचं नाही. The point is, I attended a seminar, and why I am saying this is, which was organized by at Yashwantrao Chauhan Hall, and none but the Chandrasekhar Dharmadhikari, Mr. Doble, our minister, and that time Shri Deshpande, one of the Grahak Panchayat, were the speakers. And I felt that this act is the future of tomorrow. When I discussed with my senior, he said, yes, this act is going to take over everybody. And my question to you now is that are you yourself a consumer today? Yes or no? Because कहते हैं जिंदगी में फिर आते गम कहीं फिर भी मुस्कुराती है जिंदगी, जैसे बांसुरी में छेद होकर भी संगीत लहराती है बांसुरी. We have lot of problems in the life, but still in the game of consumerism you can't sit on the bank. किनारों पे बैठना तो सिर्फ जीना है, तरंगों में तैरना तो सांस लेना है. You have to be in tarang. Why? Knowingly or unknowingly, each one of you, even today at this moment also, is a consumer. When your bell rings in the morning, your milkman comes. Most of us take those bags, whether from Gokul Milk or various other companies. Do you know something? There's a beautiful cottage industry in Bombay. At 4 o'clock in the morning, first the bag goes there. Then those bags are opened. Then they are put in a big jar, and then there is chalk powder either mixed or the new urea is mixed in the milk. Water is put, the bags are resealed and then delivered to you absolutely cold because it is already chilled in the ice. Why I am saying so with so much confidence is Gokul Milk Managing Director is my friend, and I asked him how much bags you supply to Mumbai. He says we supply 20 lakh bags and we understand that the sale of our bag is 45 lakhs. From where this? They have kept changing the bags, they have kept changing the logos in spite of problem of identity. Nothing is happening. You go to the market to buy vegetables, and I challenge you today, and this exercise was done in Goregaon by ladies. They got together, the Grahak Panchayat came forward, and with the inspector of weights and measures, we all visited the Goregaon market, and you will be surprised, none of the weights used there were standard weights and measures. They were all manufactured by some Uttar Pradesh, not Ulhasnagar Sindhi Association, but they were manufactured by Uttar Pradesh Association. Every weight was less by at least 100 grams, 75 to 100 grams. And if you tell him, you try it yourself, go to a sabji wala and tell him this is my weight and I am going to buy by this. He will not give you. He said नहीं sir, फिर थोड़ा भाव change होगा, बदल जाएगा. उसके बारदान के नीचे मैग्नेट रखता है जहाँ सब्जी डाल. So ultimately झुकाव ज्यादा होता है, आपको लगता है ज्यादा सब्जी दे रहा. You take carrots, they are painted. You take your matar, they are painted. Your kalingad or watermelon that you buy, very interesting challenge भाई, watermelon that you buy, वो गारंटी देता है मीठा और लाल रहेगा. I have gone to watermelon orchard, इतना मीठा लाल मेरे को ताजा watermelon में भी नहीं मिला है. Party, because that is the only organization and polluters must pay. The malls are pocketing these crores of rupees in Mumbai and entire Maharashtra and India by printing these plastic bags. They are already charging because first they were giving you these bags free, so it was already included in the product cost. Now they are charging you and putting the money in the pocket, plus they are putting their advertisements on it. So they must be taking deduction in advertising. They have already included in your product costs, and they are making thousands of rupees. And the most dangerous thing is there is no recycling of these plastic bags. It's an immense danger to an environment. And though there are rules and regulations excellent that they should pay and the municipality authority should start recycling, I have still not heard. Shailesh bhai, I think this is the right thing for right of information, that what municipality is doing for plastic bags and why malls are charging and putting that money in their pocket, and why not it is coming to municipality, and what is the plan of recycling? Nothing. So I have filed a class action petition in consumer by taking about 50, about 2 organizations and 50 people. It is for hearing now. All the malls of our party, including Pollution Control Board, all the departments of government. And I think we will expect some positive result there. I would only end up by saying that as far as Consumer Protection Act is concerned, कहते हैं कि बात ही बात में विश्वास बदल जाता है, रात ही रात में इतिहास बदल जाता है. जब डिमोनेटाइजेशन हो गया, सब लोग मोदी जी की वाह वाह कर रहे थे, बिल्डर और बनिया छपा रहे थे। बनिया के पास लोग टेम्पो लेके गए क्योंकि ओल्ड नोट्स लेता था, 6 महीने का ग्रोसरी लेके घर आ गए। बिल्डर की एडवर्टाइजमेंट आ गई कि भाई 80-20, 70-30, गिव मी द 100 रुपीज नोट, आई विल ट्रीट इट एज 70 रुपीज, आई विल गिव यू द फ्लैट। ओल्ड डेटेड, they have earned. It's not that builders have problem in demonetization. So बात ही बात में विश्वास बदल जाता है, रात ही रात में इतिहास बदल जाता है। पर तू मुसीबतों से ना घबराए ग्राहक, अगर तू चाहे तो धरती तो क्या आकाश बदल सकता है। Like Shailesh bhai said, I do not want any ovation. I do not want thunderous applause. You only vouch to yourself that I will insist for my right as a consumer. And I think हम पानी का दूध तो नहीं करेंगे, पर कम से कम पानी का रंग तो सब। All in your hand. We are open for question answers. Yes, we are open for question answers. You can ask freely. Anybody to me, Shailesh bhai and Vinod. I will only wind up by saying that a scientist went to United States to give the lectures. Please sit, I'll take your question. Scientist went to United States for giving lecture. There was a driver like me with him. On the 25th lecture, and it was on nuclear physics, he fell sick. So driver said, sir, I can deliver your lecture, it is recited. Said, all right. So he wore suit and boot like me and tie. And then he delivered lecture extremely well because he was a better speaker than scientist. He had a humor like me. So and people were very, very happy. And then they said question answers, like we are now here. And this driver was very wise. He said, एक काम करो, आपका सब क्वेश्चन आंसर लिख के दे दो, यहाँ आप पूछ सकते कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, पर लिख के दे दो। लिख के आने के बाद he said, this question is so easy, my driver will answer. So I have got the chairman and driver here.